Hey YouTube, this is Claudette. I'm excited to post this first video of hopefully a new series of other videos. I really felt the urge to share something and to share many things, my thoughts, my advice on how to navigate your own little section of the world. And so I decided to start today. One of the things that have been on my mind is dealing with flaws with the world around us, flaws in the people that we love, flaws in the people that we don't love, and then of course the flaws in ourselves and facing those. So I have been the queen of rose-colored glasses my entire life, and I was about 24 when those rose-colored glasses just completely shattered. I will be honest, it just completely shattered, and I have had a lot of struggles with dealing with that and finding a new set of rose-colored glasses that kind of pop on and off, because sometimes it's nice to view the world in a pretty pink haze, but it's not healthy to view the world like that all the time. It can lead to some heartache and some tough times. So I am a big fan of still viewing the world in those rose-colored Hollywood glasses, but it's definitely not realistic to do all the time. So what did I do? So as a fan of books and a fan of movie moments, I tried to look at myself as a character in a story. Because when you read and when you watch a movie, obviously you have a writer or a director that's morphing the film and the imagery and the cinematography to have you feel some type of empathy or compassion for the characters, especially if it's done very well. And especially when it's done very well towards a villain or the bad guy in the story. So do that for yourself. That's what I had to do. It's definitely not as easy as it sounds. So that's why videos about this are probably really short and sweet, because that's just the root of it. When you're able to show yourself that kind of compassion and empathy and love, you can really start to bloom in your life. A lot more good things will happen in your life. Love will come into your life. Even if you're not 100% whole and complete, you can still have those beautiful things in your life. There's no such thing as perfect, and we know that, but we still seek it. We still strive for it no matter what. And I think that's just human nature to want perfection. But it's the lesson of learning to be okay in the pursuit of perfection. What is perfection in your eyes? Because it's different for different people. And so I guess I have learned to seek perfection in an imperfect way, if that makes sense. Hopefully, to some of you. If it doesn't, then, okay. I don't know how else to explain it. Some things are really hard to explain with words. But what I've had to do is to kind of view myself as a character in my own story. You are the lead character in your own life. And separate yourself. Like, try to just maybe look in a mirror, or if you're a visual person, visualize you stepping outside from yourself. Or maybe you need to look at a past version of yourself and really just say everything to that version of yourself that you knew that you should have heard at that time. And just that can be so helpful. It's such a good practice to do when you're really struggling with dealing with your own flaws and realizing that the world is a reflection of you, dealing with the things that you've said, the actions that you've done that you regret, and forgiving yourselves for those moments and forgiving other people so you can move on with your life. And so it took me actually just stepping outside of myself and looking back at myself and my life experiences and treating it like a story being told, and finding the compassion and the mistakes that I've made, finding the empathy at the times that I've said things out of anger or hurt, or the lies that I had said because of fear. You have to forgive those moments if they're still nagging at you. If it's something that you feel is just, you feel so guilty about, you have to move on from that. You just have to. And you have to give yourself that compassion, just like you would with someone else who was struggling with the same thing. It's so easy to give that to someone else, but you also have to give it to yourself and truly, truly believe it. Even if you have to do it every week until you actually do believe it. It's important for your mental health and for your life health. You know, we all want to live happily ever after, happy-go-lucky lives. And no, life isn't always going to be perfect, but you can have beautiful things. It's possible. That's life. We're meant to enjoy it, even when things get hard, even when we make mistakes. We're human. So that's one big lesson that I've learned that's really helped me to shift my viewpoint and really, truly feel that gratitude for everything in my life, for the people that have come and gone, for the people still here, and to truly forgive myself for the times I've hurt other people, to forgive those who've hurt me. And I'm still trying to navigate some relationships, that are really, really tough. My goodness, just really tough. But also, it's really hard to see your flaws, and it's easy to get defensive. So that's something that I still work on, and I'm still working on when navigating those tough relationships that I don't want cut in my life. Because you can burn the bridge if you want, but we are social creatures. I feel that humans, we need each other. I feel that we're all connected. And so I think it's worth it. It's worth the work. It's worth stretching yourself and growing your heart and seeking that kind of forgiveness or giving of forgiveness so that more good can be in your life, no matter what bad may come your way. And so that's the journey I am on, and I know there has to be more people on that journey. So hopefully this little tidbit was helpful to someone. Maybe hopefully it planted a seed, and you will find something that works for you to get through this hurdle so you can keep moving forward to the next one. Okay, I think that's it. And then hopefully with other videos, we'll get to know each other a little more. But I'm really excited to be joining the YouTube family, and see you later.